Today's topic we go to is consumer protection, one of the most important topic for ICSE 10th standard. In modern philosophy of marketing, a consumer is supposed to be the king and business is expected to provide maximum possible satisfaction to consumer, but in reality consumers are often exploited. We have discussed this n number of times that earlier producer was the king, the owner of the shop was a king. Whatever he has, he was selling to the consumer. But due to change in technology, change in likes, change in so many things, we have now come to the conclusion that consumer is the king. A manufacturer has to produce what the consumer needs are. We have seen in the previous chapter advertisement also that during advertisement the manufacturer first find out or does market research, and that market research was what? Nothing but to find out the consumer requirement. But never said this, it is also in reality consumers are often exploited. Now why do we need this consumer protection? As we seen earlier, now only that consumer are exploited. How they are exploited, that we will see in later stage, but see need of for consumer protection. First, business is a part of society. It gets material, manpower, machinery and other resources from the society. Therefore, it is obliged to supply the right product at reasonable price to the public. As we know, the people charge more sometimes. Even now, if you can see during this pandemic situation, everything is overcharged. It is said, government is saying no, we are not charging, but as a consumer we know what the things were available before this lockdown and what it is available during this lockdown. So we need consumer protection. It is moral responsibility of business to protect and promote the interest of consumer. It is a responsibility of businessmen to protect the consumer rights, their interest. Third point, it says that apart from satisfying the needs and expectation of consumer, it is through consumer satisfaction business can earn profit in the long run. See, you provide goods, services, whatever is needed, but if your consumer is not satisfied, you will not get a business. You will not earn profit. Your future prospect of the business is at stake, means at risk. So we need a good consumer protection for this also. Government of India, as we know, Indian government is republic as well as secular socialist. They believe more of providing service to the consumer. Welfare to the general public is the main motto of Indian government. Consumers are becoming more and more aware of their rights. Yes, nowadays newspaper, television and this media and this internet have made everyone aware of many things. So people have become conscious for their rights. Now, meaning of consumer exploitation. Consumer, we know, exploitation means to be cheated. Yes, so harming the interest of consumers in various ways. There are many ways by which consumers are being cheated. When consumer, how? See, few things it is given. When consumer do not get value of their money due to dishonesty on the part of trader or manufacturer, consumer exploitation takes place. Means they are not getting money worth. Means whatever they have bought for a certain price, the thing is not worth that price. Earlier also we have seen such examples that when we buy a product, we see if we are paying this much amount, is it worth of that what we are paying. Next, consumers feel cheated. Sometimes consumers are cheated in many ways by giving overcharging, giving bad product, defective products, sometimes expiry product, sometimes less weight. Next, consumers are not even aware that they are being exploited. Yes, this is one of the very hidden fact that many a times we are cheated and we are not aware that we are cheated. Too greedy retailers want to earn unreasonable profit. Such greed makes them to exploit consumer. They say greedy retailers, those who want to earn more profit, they try to cheat consumer. They try to exploit consumer. Now see here types of consumer protection. This we go through very quickly. Overcharging, you know about it. Underweighing, that also we are almost aware. You see, when you go to the market, when you ask them to weigh a product, suppose 250 grams, so 200 grams ka they have a proper weight, but for 50 grams they put one stone. It may be 50, it may be 40, we don't know. So that is underweighing. Adulteration means mixing. They mix so in red chili they mix geru powder, red color ka powder. In dhania powder they mix dried cow dung. So this is adulteration. And best example is milk. In milk they put water. Then misleading advertisement. This we have seen a lot in the previous chapter, how the wrong advertisement also exploit consumers. Same as we said, Fair and Lovely. Then we also spoke about those slippers advertisement and many things. That was misleading advertisement. Next, not informing consumer about the various adverse impacts of the product. Yes, some products are harmful. It should be told, like cigarette, all those liquors, they are harmful to the public. So it should be known. You must have seen in so many products it is written, keep away from the child, it is injurious. So these types of warning actually has to be written there, but it is not there. This is the types of consumer exploitation. Methods of consumer protection, how you can protect consumer. Self-help. Then we go to consumer association, government control, and last is self-regulation by business. This we see little in detail. Business self-regulation. Business community itself, first it's saying that they have to achieve consumer protection and satisfaction through self-discipline. That means businessman himself should regulate him, should know his behavior, should check on his actions, and should adopt ethical standards. Ethical standard means right things. He should know what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is bad. No cheating for the sake of earning money. Trade association and consumer association can check unfair trade practices used by businessmen. Consumer self-help, that is always there, no? You should be aware what is being done to you, है ना? हमें अपना पता होना चाहिए कि हमको कौन कितना चीट कर रहा है. So he said every consumer must be alert. You should be alert. You should know what is happening. So it is said self-help is the best help. दुनिया में हमको बचाने के लिए कोई नहीं आएगा. हम ही अपने आप को सबसे ज़्यादा बचा सकते हैं. He should educate himself. He should know his rights. He should know his duty, and he should not allow unscrupulous businessmen to cheat him. This cheater type of business, he should be aware कि what type of businessman he is dealing with. Next, government regulation. This is very simple. Consumer protection can be achieved through government regulation. That means there are many laws, acts passed by government which has to be enforced and executed. Like just now I said about weight. For 250 grams, that 50 grams ka stone they keep. Now government has become little strict. They ask them to keep that 50 grams ka weight only. That is called standard weight and measure. In science student must be knowing. In 8th standard you must have done no standard weights. Then for measuring the length of the cloth also, they should use proper measurement. Earlier that span and elbow and feet was used. No, proper government laws has to be executed. Apart from that, we have consumer protection law also, judiciary also. All these may play an important role, and they have the right of punitive action. Punitive means punishment to the businessman for cheating. And the last, consumer association. Yes, they should form voluntary association. Can you see this umbrella? It shows that one association where many people have come together. They have organized themselves. See, to achieve something, there has to be organization. If you organize in a group, your things will be sorted out. If you are alone, individual, nobody can help you. We know that consumers are spread across the world. There are so many consumers and at so many places. So it is very difficult for them to come under one umbrella. Hence, these things happen that consumers are being cheated. Now, Consumer Protection Act 1986. Its objectives, we quickly go through it. First, the main objective is to better protection of interest of consumers. We know that consumer needs protection against this cheating or exploitation by the businessmen. Second, provide speedy and simple redressal to consumer grievances. Whatever consumer problems are there, they have stated in the court, but it has to come quickly. The grievance has to solve fast. उसका नतीजा fast आना चाहिए, नहीं ना कि like Indian court तारीख पे तारीख, not like that. It should come very quickly, speedy. The act provides setting of 3 quasi judicial machinery. This judicial machinery means at 3 level we are working: district level, state level and national level. That is why it is called a 3 quasi. 3 means 3 tier, means 3 system. At district means the cases can be solved at their level. If it is very small case, district level पे it can be solved. It's a little state level case, it should be solved in state level. And if it is very big, it can go to national level. Similar like district court, high court and supreme court in civics, what we study, it is somewhat to that extent to it only. Then the act applies to both goods as well as services. Yes, not only goods but services also comes under Consumer Protection Act. You must have heard many cases about doctors cheating a patient, overcharging, asking them to follow unrequired tests, giving them medicines which are not needed. All this also can be tackled into it. But you know, nobody is so much interested in it, but they get their work done and finish it off. Next part we go to salient features of the Act. This hardly comes in the paper, but just go through it fast. Social welfare law. Yes, see, it is an act, that means it is prescribed by law. Now, for why this act was made? For the benefit of society, for their welfare, hence social welfare. It is highly progressive piece of social welfare legislation. It is acclaimed as a Magna Carta of Indian consumer. Yes, it helps the Indian consumer. This is a unique law which directly pertains to consumer in the marketplace and seeks to redress complaints arising therefrom. Special consumer court, yes, I told you, as we have High Court, Supreme Court, we have consumer courts also. Special consumer courts. For our place, there is a consumer court in Thana. Now, checking on unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practice, what we saw in our earlier slides, that overcharging, underweight, then adulteration. This can be checked. Many forums directly check all this. The consumer can pick up food sample from a shop, get it analyzed by a chemist and file a complaint. Yes, many times I have seen people buying from one shop, getting a weight done, and then they get the same product weighed somewhere else. There they get to know ki there it was said it is 1 kg, but here it is only 900 grams. That means they were cheated there. So these type of activities people do. Then it covers goods and services. Yes, we have seen in the objective also. The objective of the act was not only to protect goods but also services. So it covers both goods and services rendered for consideration. Here the word for consideration is very important, means for money. If something is given free of cost, you cannot file a complaint for it. I have given you, suppose I am teaching someone free. There nobody can file a complaint ki this is being not taught, this was promised, this was not promised. Yes, what I am doing is honorary basis. It is up to me how much I want to render and how much I do not want to render. But when am I charging them some fees, I have to give them the quality what was promised. However, service rendered free of charge or under any contract of personal service are excluded. This already I have explained. All suppliers of goods and services in private, public and cooperative sectors are covered under the Act. Simple and inexpensive. There is no complication or elaborate procedure on the technicalities. As we've seen, since it is formed as separate court, if it follows the same process as High Court, Supreme Court and so on. So if the procedure will be so big, people would not go for it. Hence they have kept a simple method and inexpensive method. It says no court fees are charged. It is not obligated to engage any advocate. Means you can fight your own case. There is no need of a lawyer, no need of an advocate. Complainant can write his grievance. Complainant means the person who has complained. जिसको चीट किया गया है वो आदमी अपना कंप्लेन को लिख सकता है. ग्रीवेंस मीन्स कंप्लेन ऑन अ सिंपल पेपर एंड किसके खिलाफ, अगेंस्ट whom he wants to file have a problem, that he has to write and has to be posted. Thus the act's provides a simple, inconvenient and inexpensive redressal of consumer grievances. Check on overcharging. This already came behind. The Act provides for complaints against charging in excess of the price of a product fixed by law or rule or displayed on the packaged commodities. This is the right time to understand. You see, earlier same product was available for lesser price and now same product are available for more price. Right? Same product is being overcharged because of shortage. And this is a pandemic situation. People are taking advantage of this. Here people can use their right, consumer rights. They can file case, but you should have that much of patience and time to do that. Free trial grievance redressal machinery. This already been explained. At the base we have district forum. Above that we have state commission, middle level, and final at the top is national commission. That is why it is called as quasi judicial in nature. Thank you.